Hey guys, hope everyone's having a good day. So today we're gonna do a underrated throwers video on Rajindra Campbell. I hope I pronounced that right. Rajindra Campbell. He threw for Jamaica, but then, as a lot of Jamaican throwers did last year, they switched citizenship to Turkey. So that's why he did not compete last year at the Worlds, as well as several other former Jamaican athletes did not compete as well um, last year. But he is the bronze medalist at the most recent Olympics in Paris in 2024. He is 6'1", and has a PR of 22 meters 31 centimeters. And what makes him unique is he's the furthest left-handed thrower for shot put to ever live. So I know it's not really a thing, but he is. If you want to even count this as a world record, he is the world record holder for lefties. I don't count that as a thing, but if you do, then yeah. And I think overall he has some very good technique, and I think this might be the first lefty I ever do. So if I get my rights and lefts mixed up a little bit in this video, I do apologize. But let's get started. So he has just recently come on the scene, so he hasn't really had that many accolades, but he has been over 22 meters quite a bit. He really jumped on the scene in 2024, obviously winning the bronze medal, but also his PR was in 2024 as well. And, he was consistently getting top five in diamond leagues and major competitions. So he's a very, very consistent thrower. And, let me actually just play it. So this is just I don't know the exact distance on this. It's just it just said in the title, over a 71-foot throw. Which, if you guys don't know, isn't quite 22 meters, but it's high 21 meters. But this is obviously indoor season because, he's indoor. No, this was late indoor, early. He's not peaked or anything. But, you'll get the idea of his technique. There aren't actually that many videos on him because, he hasn't really been competing very long, even though he's 29 years old, actually, which is kind of crazy. I thought he was way younger than that. But he's a late bloomer, I guess, in the scene. So let's first start off with his wind. So feet pretty evenly distributed, a little wider than shoulder width. Very good. That's normally what I teach. Very, very simple wind. Doesn't really take weight off his feet at all. What would be his right foot. Or for a right-handed thrower, would be your left foot out the back. So this foot right here. Doesn't really take weight off it. Pretty even, flat wind. Doesn't do a bunch of crazy stuff with that right arm, which I really like. And now let's see the unwind part. So he's keeping the right arm inside the right knee. Very good. And now he's letting it pass. So he's doing what I like to coach, which is use the right arm or, the left arm, depending on which hand you are, using it as a guide and I think that's really good because, one, it forces you to slow down a little and make sure that you're hitting positions and it prevents you from pulling or blowing out of the back of the ring. And basically what you want in the back of the ring is to really make sure that your positions are correct. It's more important than going fast out the back because you want to be able to accelerate out of that position in the back. So if you're already going really fast out the back, you better have the athleticism to go even faster middle to front. But also, what 90% of throwers do is they go really fast out the back and then decelerate because, one, they don't have the strength or athleticism to go faster from that position, or two, they just rip out the back. So they're not actually going that fast, but they feel like they are. So I really just like the cue that he's using here. I don't know if he's actually thinking about it, but he's doing it. Which is keep your eyes on his right arm. For most of us righties, it would be the left arm. And just keep his eyes out the back on the arm. And now you see that he's very flat, very good. I really like that. Doesn't start picking up his left foot until his right foot is at 90, so that's very good. Slightly now opening with the left arm. I really like that because I think now that he's opening up a little bit, I think that allows you to turn out of the back way easier and less restrictive rather than just keeping it inside here the long time. And I think it also, allows you to be able to reach longer and just be more relaxed with your upper body. So I really like that. And you can see here his sweeps out and around. Very good. Has a very, very low shin angle. Very low. A little lower than I perhaps like, but if you're strong enough, which he is, you can get away with the shin angle. I like the shin angle usually a little higher. I think also he over rotates just a little bit on this throw. I would personally like his right foot to stop down here. Raise that down here rather than there. Because I think he's just staying on this foot way too long and just losing a lot of power and speed. But because he's so fast and he is really active through the ring, he can get away with this. Because he still lands in the middle. And when he lands in the middle, his left foot is in the middle. His right foot's already passing him, so he gets the same effect. I just think he over-rotates just a little bit. Just a little bit. Actually, quite a bit, if I'm going to be quite honest. Quite a lot. I think he should already be off his right foot by now. Actually, like, he should already be off his right foot. But that's just a minor critique. Let's see. His right arm, very nice, very flat. And just very even keel through the ring. Let's see. Let's see. Holds his chest very nice. I just think if he just held his chest here, let the sweep go around a little bit more, and he got off his right foot here, I think he would be in a lot better of a position, but he still ends up in a fine position here. I also do think he could be a little more active with his left foot in the middle. Like you see right here, I would personally like his left foot to be here instead of facing there. That way his knee could be more in line with his toe. And he could just have a cleaner release and just stay on that left foot a lot longer out the back. In the middle to front of the ring, but that's just very nitpicky. It's still active. It's still turning. And what I really like about his throw, he stays grounded a really long time. And another really good thing he does is he transfers really well over his block. All right, so we'll back up here. Right foot down at the front. Now, personally, I would like his right foot to be down like here. But that's very nitpicky. Like, I'll frame later, it's down. This is just very, again, this isn't his personal best or anything, so it's like probably a meter down on his PR. So, again, this isn't the most technical throw he's ever done, nor is anybody really that technical when they, like, as technical as they are in practice when they compete, because, you know, they're not trying to be technical, they're trying to throw far in a meet, compared to practice when, like, you're actually working on stuff. So, again, these are just critiques I'm saying more for you guys. These aren't not detriments. These aren't, like, I'm not saying he's a bad technician, because I don't do videos on bad technicians, really. I do videos on throwers I like. And the whole point of this series is to highlight more of these throwers. They may not be the most popular names in the world, or a lot of people won't know. Although he's very recent, so maybe people know him. I hope they do in the throwing community. But yeah. And let's see. Turn super, super nice here. Stays grounded. I know he's really blurry, but you see here, his hips going forward over his block. His block is staying solid right here. Very nice. And he just turns around his block, gets a super nice punch right here. This is a beautiful position to throw at. Upper body wise and lower body wise too. Very, very nice. Still grounded. And what I really like is how he reverses. Very nice. So he kind of under rotates just a little. Just a tad bit. So his his right foot is there. Maybe it's very nitpicky. He kind of under rotated just the smallest of millimeters. If I had to be super picky, but it's not that big of a deal. That's still a really good reverse. He's still transferred forward. I really like that he's actually using the toe board. Very, very nice. Oh, very, very nice. And let's see, reverses. Okay. So overall, fantastic technician. Just a couple like minor things he could have done to throw further, in my opinion, on this throw. But again, this is early season. His Olympic throw was definitely like his Olympic bronze throw that he threw like over 22. Obviously a better technical throw because, it went further and he was in better shape too. And yeah, just super nice throw, pretty much. Really, not too much to say. This is actually more than I say. Oh, I guess another thing. I personally, this is just a personal thing. I like to coach a lower right foot, or it would be a left foot for a righty thrower. This foot. I like to coach a little lower, just because I think it will make you more consistent, and it will allow you to get it down even faster. And the faster you get that foot down, the more time you can spend on your right foot, or in his case, left foot, in the middle, and that way you can stay more back and turn longer and apply more force for longer on the implement. But some people can get away with it. He can get away with it. My favorite thrower ever, Gerd Cantor. Obviously, he gets away with it. So before people are like, "Oh, you can't throw far like that." My favorite thrower ever is Gerd Cantor, and he throws like that. So I personally just don't coach it unless you are just naturally gifted at it and you're just really fast and an absolute monster. You can get away with that, but not everyone is like that. So that's why I coach a lower feet, because I think it's just a lot easier, a lot less movement, a lot less time it takes for it to actually get down. But some people like Adam Nelson, for instance, has probably the highest left foot ever to get down. But, he makes it work. But, yeah, overall, I'd say the biggest thing to take away from this is I think he needs just a little more of an active sweep and not to over-rotate as much out the back. Because he should be, by the time he gets here, his sweep, in my opinion, should already be like here. And he should already be kind of pushing off. But I think it's because his shin angle is so low. And personally, I don't like that. I think he could have got a little bit more over his right out the back. Just a little bit. It's fine, but I think he could have got a little more over. Just a little bit as well. But other than that, obviously good technician. I couldn't find the weight, how much he weighs. So I'll look for that, and if I can find it, I'll put it in the video description. But for someone who's 6'1", that's not really tall compared to a lot of 22 plus meter throwers ever. That's not that tall, to be completely honest. But it's very impressive, and also is the first he won the first Olympic medal for Jamaican in a throws event ever. So he also made history for his country as well. And then he decided to leave it, but whatever. For that year, Jamaica, had it, but whatever. Anyway, hope you guys like this. Thanks y'all for watching, and have a good one. See y'all later. Bye.